and zero apologies given. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Welcome to Savaged Unfiltered, where truth gets raw, opinions stay real, and nothing is off limits. This isn't your average podcast. It's the unfiltered conversation you've been craving. Politics, culture, chaos, we're diving into it all. No scripts, no safe spaces, just savage takes and real talk. You're in the right place. Strap in. It's time to get unfiltered. Savage.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. I am Savage, also known as Michael Gardner. I appreciate you guys for dropping by. Appreciate you guys. I see you guys there in TikTok, so thank you very much for showing up today, guys, and sharing your support to the show. Real means a lot. Joining me today, guys, is always the lovable old man from the Old Man's Podcast. Welcome in. How you doing?
Good. I'm doing good.
You
know what this reminds me of? Have you seen those videos where they show the big masculine dog, and they go, "I'm Maximum Million, I'm Optimus Prime," and they show the big dog going, "Ah, that's you," and then they show the other dog looks a little dorky, and he goes, "I'm Jeff."
That's how. So wait. I'm confused. Tom.
You're the big.
I'm confused, Tom. Am I the dorky one, or am I the like?
Oh no, you're the big. I'm Savage, and I'm Jeff.
Gotcha. So all right. I just wanted to make sure because I don't. I just want to make sure that you know what I mean. Yeah. So tell me, man, what's going on over there? It's been a solid week since you've been on the show,
Yeah. It's going okay. I was a little shocked the other day. My wife, she came home from doing some running around, and I live in Vancouver, Washington, like we talked about last time, and it's just a small city in Washington across the river, the Columbia River from Portland, Oregon.
Sure.
And she come home, she goes, yeah, I was going to go such and such a place, and I round the corner, and there's a bunch of old people protesting on the side of the road. I went, what? Here in Vancouver? She goes, yeah, they must have let out the retirement home or something. I don't get it, man.
Yeah.
So the protests have hit Vancouver, Washington.
They hit it, huh? They finally hit it. Wow,
it's insane. It's insane, but no, I'm feeling great, man. I'm America, baby. I'm white. I'm proud. I'm an American. Yeah.
Well, that's good, man. I'm glad. I'm glad you're an American. For some people out there that choose to talk bad about America, why would you want to talk bad about a country that's so damn good to you? Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out, man.
Why would Americans talk bad about America? I don't get it. It's because they've never lived someplace else, and I just don't get it. The one thing that is bugging me, if you don't mind me saying so, the one thing that really bugging me since the last time we talked is what is up with our government. I tell you, our government, our House of Representatives and their Senate, they got to be 90% corrupt. They got to be at least 90% corrupt. And this whole thing about Save Act, because we want voter ID and all this stuff to make our elections safe. It's like President Trump said, if you don't vote for that, if you don't vote for voter ID and to make our elections safe, there's only one logical reason you don't do that. It's because you're corrupt. You want to cheat. Yes, I've been saying that. I said that all for the last 10 years. Like here in Washington, we got voter ballots, mail-in ballots.
Sure.
The Democrats have taken over the state of Washington because of mail-in ballots. We have tried to change our senators out.
Nope.
And it never happens. They don't campaign They're never out in the streets talking to voters. You know, they don't do anything, but yet they always win. Why? Mail-in ballots. There's no control. There's no way to keep a control of that, you know, and Washington is just terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah. We got some comments coming in towards what you're saying, Tom. Was that Signog 70 basically saying Elon brought the 2024 election? What do you mean by that, friend? If you could expand on that, like, you know, he bought the 2024 election. All right. So did he fund it? Is that what you pretty much said? He bought it. He bought it, Tom. He bought the 2024 election.
I didn't get no money from Elon.
I didn't get damn shit. I don't know what he's talking about that, but I mean, damn, I didn't get money. Did you get money? I mean, the last time I checked, I did not see literally a deposit from Mr. Musk in my bank account from any of that.
No, I didn't see anything, you know. I didn't see anything at all. And if you're going to talk about people buying elections, look at the other side. What about George Soros? How much money was he throwing into the election? How about the Gates? How about these the Democrat billionaires that are there? You know, everybody attacks Elon Musk, but they don't. You know, it's like they forget about all the other billionaires on the other side. You know, well, what are they doing?
Yeah.
You know, well, Elon Musk, he's the only one giving money to a political party. You know,
he's the only one. He's the only one making a difference. Oh, it's Elon Musk. Elon Musk is the only one that made Trump win in 2024. Did you forget about millions upon millions of Americans that also voted into the election? It wasn't just Elon Musk. You know, I mean, Elon Musk, yes, he's shown a significant influence with it. He helped. I'll give credit to some leftists out there, right? He has helped Donald Trump, secure the victory, right? I mean, with his help, he woke up other people that voted against Donald Trump in 2020 that more or less seen where our country was going 4 years under Joe Biden. So, I mean, yeah, right.
So he the only thing he did of any significance was he freed up Twitter. If it wasn't for him buying Twitter, so everybody.
Hold on. I just struck a chord with leftist America.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it was stolen. They're saying it was stolen. Yeah. Come on.
Bullshit.
Come on.
It wasn't any more it wasn't stolen. The 2020 election was stolen. I mean, all the proof is there. Everything's coming out. How does Joe Biden get 81 million votes? He don't unless they cheat.
Yeah.
Because if he got that much votes, if he got that many votes, you would expect the same amount of votes in the next election. You'd expect Kamala Harris to get that many votes too. She didn't even come close. What? So what's that? I mean, that shoots a lot. Was it he bought? No, it wasn't. Please give me a break.
Yeah, guys.
You deniers or something else. I just can't believe it. And that brings me to another point.
Tom, you're on fire today, buddy. Before we continue, guys, I got to go there. Guys, this show is being brought to you by Bucked Up. Fuel the hunt, fuel your fire in the gym, guys, and choose Bucked Up Energy. It's going to give you endurance. It's going to give you high-speed energy to get that rep or that set complete, okay? By choosing Bucked Up today, okay? I hope you choose them.
Choose them.
Because here's what we're going to do for them, Tom. We're going to give them a special promo code, all right? By using the promo code SAVAGED1 at checkout. We're going to give you deals, literally deals, to help you pay for, your shipping, help pay for everything. So choose Bucked Up Energy, guys, and tell them Savage sent you. Literally.
That's it.
Can't say more than enough.
Get bucked up.
Get fucked up, Jesus. Yeah,
I'm bucked up right now.
I struck a chord on TikTok. I must have said something because I just got a restriction on TikTok. What did I say wrong? God, man. I'm always doing something wrong on TikTok. Good grief, man.
Well, they are a left-wing leaning application. So
yeah, well, I want to play a video here because before I get into because I'm gonna be talking about gas prices, guys. I'm gonna talk about everything literally on this show. I'm gonna talk about gas prices. I'm gonna talk about the Democratic accountability issue because it seems like they have like accountability when it comes to
no accountability. Yeah, go ahead.
That's where I'm going with that, guys.
Yeah.
Check this video out here, guys.
All right.
It's really interesting when you hear Democrats yelling and screaming about the cost of things. My question is, where were those Democrats when they were jacking up all those costs on families for 4 years under Joe Biden? Did Democrats forget? And do they think voters are going to forget that under Joe Biden for 4 years, gas prices doubled? Yes, doubled. Did they forget that under Joe Biden for 4 years, mortgage rates doubled? Where were the Democrats who are complaining now then when they were jacking up with all their spending and their corruption that they supported? And then those mortgage rates affected hardworking families under Democrat control here in Washington.
He's right.
Inflation under Joe Biden hit its highest level in 40 years. Where were those Democrats?
Where were they?
That are talking about it now as it's finally going down. Where were they when they were jacking it up? Interest rates reached their highest level in 22 years. Oh, and by the way, under Joe Biden and Democrats, when they were running this town, real take-home pay by workers had decreased under Biden by $3,000. Less money in your pockets under Joe Biden, and not a word, crickets, from Democrats in Washington.
Yeah, crickets. Where were they, Tom? Where were they? Where were the Democrats when it came for mortgages, when it came to gas prices, where it came to border security? Where were they? I mean, he has a point, does he not?
He does, because it's like all the people that are mad, and I'm talking about the people out on the street, the people, the people, the citizens of the country. Now they're, with all the whining and crying going on now, you didn't hear one word from them. I mean, you're at the gasoline pump and you're paying almost $5 a gallon. And they're just going, yeah, I'm pumping my gas here. No, nothing. But now when Trump becomes president, all of a sudden it's like, the gasoline prices, they're over $3. I can't handle it. It's like, where were you for 4 years?
Yeah. Yeah, we got comments coming in on TikTok. It's, literally blowing up my panel here. Manuel says, I voted for Trump. However, I was voting for what Trump, or I guess he means Trump's platform, but most of his promises were all lies. How were they lies?
Yeah,
he's delivering through his entire campaign promises. He's delivering to lower, or at least influence states to lower their gas prices. I can't say that for the majority of America, but currently right now, I'll put this in here. Literally, where is it at? Here it is. Here's the graphic right here. 38. Get this, TikTok. 38 of the U.S. states, literally, with gas prices right now, are under $3 a gallon. Under $3 a gallon.
All right, Michael. You see how Washington is white, like the rest of the West Coast there?
Sure.
I paid $2.89 a gallon the other day when I filled up my wife's truck. $2.89 a gallon, and I live in Washington. So there are places in Washington where the gas is under $3. Yeah,
you're talking, Tom. You're talking about a very, very small pocket of Washington.
No, I know, but I say it. It's going
you
down.
Know what? All right, so the graphic I have up on my screen here, if you guys are viewing us on X or our regular video production, you can actually see the graphic here. TikTok, I'm sorry, I don't have granted permission to more or less stream this production into TikTok due to the content. I'm still shadow banned on TikTok. I have to go old school on my phone on TikTok. It's literally, it's pathetic. But again, the pockets, yes. So the graphic I have, which I actually took this from the White House main account on X. What Donald Trump is more or less insinuating in this graphic here is basically the majority of the area. So all this white, right? So what is that, Tom? You got California, you got Arizona, you got parts of Nevada, parts of New Mexico. That's all white. All right. So we'll go over to the Northeast. That's a big white pocket there of Pennsylvania,
New York, New Jersey, Vermont.
Exactly. Exactly. They're all over $3 a gallon. All over. Now look at all the red. The great state of Texas, the great state of Florida, the great state of Georgia, the great state of Tennessee. That's right. The great state of North Carolina, the great state of South Carolina. I mean, should I go on? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I'm going to pull a Pat McAfee, right? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Right? I mean, this is beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
So Tom, what is going wrong with the rest of America that they can't get the prices under $3?
Democratic controlled governments in those states. See, if they lower the price, and the reason is most of those prices, like here in Washington, the reason our gas is high, it's not because of the price of gas. It's all the taxes and fees that are on top of it. And that's how it is. That's how, what I hear it is in California and Nevada and Arizona. It's all the states. They need money, so they're talking about putting more taxes on Washington now. As soon as it starts to dip down, people are going, all right, hey, gasoline prices are coming down. The state government goes, we're going to put more tax on the gasoline because we need more money. Anytime a Democrat says they need more money, it's because their personal bank accounts are getting shallow. Every time they go against Trump for something that he does, it's because it personally affects their pocket. That's why. They are just corrupt to the core. Now, another I want to show about this graph here. Okay, you got the state of Washington. I don't know about Oregon, but California and Washington, we have oil refinery facilities here. We refine oil. We turn oil into gas.
Yeah.
Why are our gas prices so high? Yeah.
Yeah. No. I mean, I'm agreeing with you. Like, how is that? How is that an issue? Boom. Right. Oh, I know why. I know. Should I say it, Tom? Does it have to do with what happened a long time ago? The Keystone Pipeline? Maybe that has a lot to do with it.
The Keystone Pipeline is more towards the middle of the country.
It is, but does it? I mean, it kind of runs along that parallel, does it not?
No, not along that white part. No,
not along the white part, but go up a little bit. See where the white part goes into the red?
It goes into what's that big? The Oilers. Where are the Oilers? The Canadian hockey team, the Oilers.
Yes, but you're missing what I'm trying to say. Okay, so when they shut that down,
talk to me like I'm 4.
I'm not going to talk to you like you're 4. You're not a leftist. Anyway, no. When they shut that down, that played a big part on some of what you're seeing here in the graphic. It has. I mean, if you want to agree to that or not.
Well, no, they're shutting down that Keystone, and it tore up the supply of oil that we had coming in, because that's all coming in from Canada.
Well, that too,
Canadian oil coming in.
That too.
Cut off.
Now look at this graphic here, okay? Now this graphic here, which I love how they're putting this out, and it's really triggering the left. Right? Michigan gas drops to the lowest price since 2021, right? Florida gas prices have fallen to $2.90 per gallon. That is literally low.
Yeah.
Since 2021. All right. And actually 2023, corrected here. And I mean, literally, if you guys want to fact check this, by all means, go ahead. National gas prices expected to drop below $3 per gallon for the first time since 2021, which we are seeing. Okay. Now, 5 on your side is reporting gas prices drop below $3 nationally. St. Louis is even cheaper in St. Louis. Okay. And K8 News is reporting that gas prices dropping could reach $3 for the first time in 4 years. This is This is great. Is this
It
not
is.
about making America great again?
It is. It is. I mean, we there's no reason that well, one thing, there's no reason why we should rely on anybody for oil. We can produce and stockpile oil, our own oil here in the United States, and and never depend on anybody else.
Sure.
And that's why I was excited about this Venezuela thing, because America is the only country that had the refineries able to deal with that thick crude oil that comes from Venezuela.
Yeah.
Before that got all taken over by the drug cartel and that, we had a great deal with Venezuela. We were buying their oil. We were buying it, refining it, and then selling it. I mean, we had a deal. Venezuela was getting rich off of us purchasing their oil, and we were supplying it, throughout the country because we could refine it. Nobody else could. And as far as I know now, still nobody can. We can. We're the ones that we had a great deal with them. That's why Venezuela became the richest country in South America.
Yeah.
Because of the deals with us and our oil. We were buying it.
Yeah. Now let's talk a little bit about what's going on in California. California is literally having probably the most set of nightmares when it comes to prices here. Gavin Newsom, the last time I checked, it was like $4.99 a gallon in California. That's crazy.
It is.
You're going back to literally the Biden blunders of prices during his literally the first year. And then remember you remember Barack Obama's prices, how they soared high?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just terrible. It really is. So let's talk of that, break down the real culprits, more or less, right? So you're seeing some upcoming refinery closes, right? Phillips 66, Valero is set to shut down literally in, I'm told, around middle of this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to slash 17 to 20% of the state's supply. It's going to sky high state taxes. It's going to strict environmental regulations, which is going to literally force special expensive fuel blends. And the policy critics, get this, Tom, the policy critics, they say straight up driving refineries are going to be out of business. And who's at the storm, right? Gavin Newsom.
Yeah.
The man who spent years taunting transparency laws and fighting price gouging, yet faces blistering criticism for creating the conditions that push prices literally towards $8. People are saying that California could see $8+ a gallon by the end of this year of 2026. Isn't that insane? It's insane. How can people even afford, let alone $4.50 a gallon, to go up to $8 a gallon? I couldn't even imagine that. My God.
Yeah. It's all, and I keep going back to people say it's all about control. If they can get prices so high so people can't get out and move about and just confine everybody, it's a weird way of coming up with martial law, where nobody can do anything because nobody can go anywhere. And then, the California is just a communist country in itself, and I don't know what is wrong. Well, I do know what's wrong, because California has a lot of red people in there. It's basically like a red state. It is.
It is a red state. Like, you make it. All right. So before we take a short break, right? And folks that are joining me on TikTok, I will open up the request. So if you want to come in, chime in, I'll give you some airtime and you can kind of weigh in your opinions. So you make a point. It's a red state. Why is it struggling right now with its policies through this governor?
Because they have cheated and stacked their government with Democrats. That's why. It goes into the voting issues. They bring in all the illegals in there. They got everybody voting that shouldn't be voting. The elections there are corrupt. I don't know why people can't get a hold of this. They say, elections. You guys are always falling back. Yeah, because they are corrupt. Look at California. That's corrupt. Look at this guy, this knucklehead that got voted mayor in New York City. How did he get voted in mayor in New York City? Because the election was a fraud. It's a joke. They only count the ones they want. Here in Washington, we did a voting by mail thing, and they put the envelopes in, and it was just like California. You put the envelope in, and depending on if you voted for like that Proposition 50, if you voted that you wanted that Proposition 50, that showed up on the envelope. There was a little red dot there. Well, now why would that be? So they could take and throw those. They could round file all those votes. Come on. I mean, it's so obvious. It is so obvious the way voting is cheating. The cheating that goes up in voting in this country. It's so obvious. But we do not have an honest DOJ. We don't have an honest media. We don't have these. If we had an honest media and an honest and truthful DOJ that did their job, this country would be totally different. They're all bought and paid for. They're all bought and paid for by the Democrat, globalist community. They're all bought and paid for. Yeah. And if they weren't, even okay, forget the DOJ. If we just had an honest and truthful media, this thing would just everything would just.
It would be a breeze. I mean, can you imagine that? I like to talk about that a little bit, guys. But those that are joining me on the platforms, I see on X, I see on Rumble. Feel free to chime in. Don't just leave TikTok with the comments. I see you guys on X. I see on Rumble. I see on Facebook, YouTube. Don't be afraid to express yourself. So anyway, guys, we're going to take a quick break, guys.
We're not going to get mad at you.
Yeah. We're not going to get mad at you. We're not going to throw the hat at you. I'm not wearing a MAGA hat today, guys, if you're joining me on video, right? I'm not going to throw my hat at you. It's not a MAGA hat. I'm not going to do that. But we do have to get a break, guys. I'll be right back after this short word here.
Later.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, get ready to get savaged. The no-holds-barred podcast sensation, Savaged Unfiltered, is hitting the stage live with host Michael Gardner on his explosive Stomping Grounds Tour 2026. We're talking unfiltered truth, no scripts, just raw energy. Join Michael, the New York native turned Atlanta firebrand with over 20 years in comedy and radio, for 3 unforgettable nights of bold commentary, unapologetic rants, and fearless takes on politics, culture, and everything in between. Expect guest interviews, live debates, and that signature Savaged style.
When they're
April 13th through 15th, 2026, at 7 p.m. each night at Puttery Live's Podcast Theater in Toronto, PA.
Travis Kelce thing.
Just 25 minutes from downtown Pittsburgh at 408 Corbett Street.
The beanie.
Tickets are only $10 for in-person or virtual access.
Underneath this thing?
Grab yours now at putterty.com before they sell out.
Savaged. All right, guys, welcome back to the show. Guys, I want to say thank you to literally Blackout Coffee. Guys, with Blackout Coffee, stay free, stay awake, and choose a conservative brand, more or less. They are backed by conservatism and patriotism, and they are actually supporting veterans all over the country. How are they supporting veterans? Because the CEO, John, over there is actually a veteran himself. So, I hope you guys show some love there to this South Florida company known as Blackout Coffee. Today, guys, we are partnered with them, and we are glad that sponsored the show because they share the same interests that I share. I don't cater to woke ideology. I don't cater to agendas that only support one base. I support all bases and I'm welcome to all of opinions. I may not agree to it, but I still welcome it. That's what's the difference between conservatism and wokeism. I love it. Choose Blackout Coffee today, guys, and you're going to see some of their amazing brands, such as 2A Guns and Gadgets. Okay. My favorite, Tom's favorite too, right? And Brutal Awakening. I mean, just to name a few. If you're joining me on video, guys, scan this QR code, right? If you're joining us on our Spotify video platform or Rumble or X or any other video platform that we're available right now through the live stream, you'll see the QR code and use this code for those that are joining me on audio. It's Savaged15 at checkout. Okay, you're going to get 15% off your entire order, no matter what it is, whether it's their coffee products, their merchandise products. They have coffee tumblers. I mean, it's all over the place. So tell them Savage sent you, and they're really going to be appreciated by that gesture. So, back to the show here. So, again, Tom, let's go into a broader context of this price impact that we will see eventually with these closures that are going to reduce California's refinery capacity by 17 to 20%, which is going to make the state more relevant on imports from Asia and other U.S. regions. What do you got to say on that?
It makes me wonder because I retired from quality control, quality assurance in industry. I was an inspector, and we did a lot of work inspecting refineries. But it makes me wonder. Okay, so what's going on with the refineries in the South? What's going on with the refineries around in the south of the country? Are they having the same problems that the California refineries are? Probably not. See, the refineries in California are probably having problems because of all the state regulations and the taxes that the state wants to put on them. I don't know this for a fact because, quite honestly, I don't pay attention to California because I think they're the government and all that in California, they're just a bunch of shitholes. I mean, they're just out to screw everybody, and I don't pay any attention to them. I don't know why anybody would want to live in that state. I don't know why any business would want to do business in that state. And I think I'm wondering if the refineries, when they're shutting them down, my first thought is, are they pulling out? Are they just going to pull out because of the money that they have to spend to do work there? I don't know. I have no idea. But
you don't know.
I'm really curious about the refineries in the South. What's going on with the refineries in the South? Texas and along the southern states and that, because I know there's refineries there. Where are they? Oh,
there is. I mean, you got them all over the Texas region. There's some East Texas. You have them in Western Texas, along the Gulf of America.
Because you got to understand,
right?
if the
am I allowed to say that, by the way, the Gulf of America?
Gulf of America. Well,
do I have to be politically correct, Tom?
I tell you what, when they first changed that to the Gulf of America, I thought, well, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Because you have North America, Central America, South America, Gulf of America. To me, it just made total sense. Yeah, that's exactly what it should be. Hey, but anyway, well, now you got me all sidetracked. I don't know.
I got you all side railed there, buddy. Jeez. It's all right.
It's
all right. No, you're good. So let's go into this these closures here in California. I'm sticking on California because it's it's affecting the state, and eventually it may affect other areas as well too.
Well, so I know what I was going to say, Michael. If you don't mind me interrupting.
No, go ahead. Interrupt as well.
So if the consumers are dealing with high prices and the prices are going up on whatever and everything, and we're dealing with them, that tells me that the manufacturers or the producers of those said products are paying higher prices too. And why would they pay higher prices? Because the state is taxing them also. They're not just taxing us at gasoline pumps. they're taxing Chevron, Phillips. Their taxes on those refineries are probably going up too. So and so well, that's why Elon Musk pulled out of California with Tesla. That's why he pulled out. He pulled his stuff out of there because of the taxes and everything. He didn't want to have to raise the price of his cars because of the price of the taxes he's got to pay to get there. That's why people are bailing out of New York.
Oh, they're coming out of New York like in flocks. They had enough of this new, especially New York City with Mandami. He's. It doesn't look good for New York right now. Speaking of New York, New York's policies are up shit creek, man.
How'd you say his name?
Mandami.
I thought his name was Man Dummy.
Oh, man, that went right over my head. Holy shit. Damn it, man, that went over my head. Oh, my God. But no, his policies are, some of the people, not all the people, some of the people are seeing right through him.
Yeah.
Especially with this socialist, agenda that he's bringing in.
Right.
They definitely forgot what happened, 25 years ago in the city. They definitely forgot the message.
Yeah,
because they voted. They literally voted for the same ideology of agendas that they fought against 25 years ago.
That's right.
Dude, I say this all the time on my show and then in panels, whether it's, TikTok or X, like we are literally being ran by dumbasses to an extent.
We
literally
are. And the reason we are is because, and that brings me to another question that bugs me. Who's voting for all these people?
Right.
We divide the country in half. Divide the country in half. We got 100 million people that are on the right, 100 million people on the left. You mean to tell me the 100 million people on the left are dumbasses? Come on.
Hey, it goes, that song that's on the Savage Army music label, right?
Right.
Dumbasses. Like, that's one of the reasons why we go so political with the music sometimes. I partner with like musicians, not only, am I a podcast host, guys, but I produce a lot of music in the generalized Atlanta area, with upcoming musicians, upcoming artists. Some of these artists, they're not just well known yet. And I like that. I like working with people like that. Because that, to me, that's the hidden talent,
See, I just don't believe that there's that on the left, the people that claim to be Democrats and that. I just don't believe that there's that many that are dumb. That are that many that are stupid. But yet my question to them is, why do these people keep getting voted? Voter fraud. Come on.
Yeah.
That's our biggest. If we would fix the voter thing, a lot of this would change.
Now you see this, guys. Okay, red states versus blue states. Going back to the original argument, right? I'm going to make this stick like Gorilla Glue.
Sorry.
So hopefully, my friends over there in blue states can understand why your state is failing with gas prices and other nightmares, mortgages, rent. You name it. Your state is flooding right now. I'm sorry. If you can't see that and you want to blame the government, blame your state first, because it has nothing to do with your government. It has to do with your state leadership.
It's true. People don't see that. It's the state. Your problem is your state government.
Huh? Yeah. Now look at this, Tom. Right? Well, we covered California, which is the most expensive right now in the nation, right? Under California, let's go to the next expensive, which is, they're all tied. So I want to look at, what's the next one? All right, so we'll look at Tennessee, right? Tennessee's a red state. Is it at $5? No, it's not $5, but it's damn near $3 a gallon. It's still under under $3 an hour. Under $3 a gallon thing, but it's at $2.97. Kentucky $2.97, and then it goes down, right? It goes to Missouri $2.96. What's that? South Carolina $2.96. The lowest right now in the country, the lowest, I'm seeing, am I looking at that correct? Mississippi at $2.83 nationally.
Texas is at 279, buddy. Texas.
Oh, I didn't see Texas. Man, it snuck up on me. Shit, my eyes are going bad, I guess. No, yeah, you're right. Texas at 279. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know why Texas and Mississippi are down there like that? It's the refineries. They're right there.
Yeah. Well, we got a request coming in. Let me get this request. Who's that? G Patriot. G Patriot coming in. G Patriot, where the hell did he go? He left. Come back. Anyway, we'll wait for him to come in. G Patriot. God damn it, man. Bear with me, guys. I'm going dinosaur here with my phone. Jesus. TikTok, you got to grant my permission. Jesus. Stop being like that, TikTok. But no, G Patriot, I seen you. Actually, I didn't see you coming in. So if you're still in the panel, come back up. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
I don't have any moderators right now to help me out with TikTok. I don't know where the hell they are.
We
Probably
get a
they're
little
busy.
carried away too. We get running off on our tangents. We don't pay attention.
No. If I had my moderators, I would see, but there's no
Where are
moderators.
the moderators?
Yeah, where the hell's all my moderators, man?
Fire them.
Jesus. Come. I need help, damn it. Anyway. So yeah, man. But where do we start right here with this? I mean, Jesus. So let's go further in here. And guys, please, if you want to come in, come in. I seen a couple requests. I will start paying attention. My head will go like this, right? It will go back and forth. I'll look like a fucking bobblehead, but I will have to go back and forth to look at my other device.
A
Okay?
savage bubblehead.
There you go. Put it out. Market me. I don't give a shit. You can make money off me, for God's sakes. So let's look at the coastal part of the logistics here. Okay?
Yep.
The West Coast market, right? Which makes up California. And now these forecasts vary widely, Tom. Widely. USC professor Michael Mishk, if I'm pronouncing his last name, is warning prices potentially surging literally right at the 75% or even more. Okay? It goes into my argument before that he is actually predicting right around an $8 per gallon by late 2026 in the worst case scenario, literally worst case scenario.
Okay.
So where do we go from there? Will we see more moderate EIA projections and smaller increases? You see that at all or no?
The only thing I see and I got this in my head and I can't get away from it is like in California, their gas prices, if they go up and start hitting like close to 8, the only thing you can blame are the taxes that are being put on that product by the state, because it's not costing any more to refine that oil.
Yeah.
It costs the same. Why would the refinery start raising their prices? Because the money they've got to pay to stay in business.
Oh yeah.
That's our problem. The problem is these governors, these state Democratic governments are so greedy, they're stuffing their pockets, and it's a big fraud thing. It's all fraud. They're doing stuff just to pack their own pockets.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we could do a whole show on that.
I mean, you're damn right we can go do a whole show on that. All right. So I got into the EIA projections, right? $1 plus above the baseline, Tom. Now, this is going to offset partly by lower global crude prices.
Yeah.
California's up shit creek when it comes to this shit.
Yeah, but you know why the lower worldwide crude prices, you know why the crude prices are going to go down?
Why is that?
Because Trump is taking control of the Venezuela oil.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Did you actually, speaking of Donald Trump, did you see him basically mention the other day that we are bringing in like billions? He likes that word, by the way.
Yeah.
Billions of literally of barrels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what he's going to do? They're going to refine it and send it back out, you know, and you know what? I think I have this feeling that
Hold on. TikTok didn't like that. Another fucking restriction. Holy shit.
For what?
I don't know, man. What did I say? Did the truth hurt? I mean, damn.
Yeah, I don't get this. You know, they don't
I'll
tell
probably
you.
be kicked off by the end of the day, by the way. So.
They don't, well, see, these people that do that, you know, when they say that you violated a community guideline, they don't tell you what guideline.
Nah. No.
They just say you violated. You know,
no. I'm giving facts here. I'm giving political facts. But obviously, if I were to cater something about what, sex and entertainment, I'd be fine with that shit. I can talk about sex and entertainment all I want on TikTok, and I'll be fine. I'll be sailing through, my friend. Shit.
You know what it is they have these, these people, the liberals are running around. You say something, and they just don't like you. They'll report you. They put in a report, and without doing any investigation, TikTok slaps you with a violation.
Oh my God.
Have you ever reported anybody? Have you ever reported anybody?
No, I don't do any of that drama crap.
I could care less. You know why? Because I swipe. I don't like what they're saying. I swipe. Swipe up. I go by them. I don't worry. It's like
we got somebody joining us from YouTube. Giblets. How you doing, Giblets? Now, Giblets is saying it's $2.40 a gallon here. Where are you at, Giblets? Because I wanna pay your gallon of gas.
Yeah.
I mean, my gas right now in the state of Georgia is like between $2.55 to $2.65, depending on the area. I just fueled up this morning. It was like around $2.45, $2.43, somewhere around there. But $2.40? Okay. Yeah. Well, okay. All right. Am I being cheap? Maybe I'm being cheap. I'd rather pay 4 or 5 cents cheaper in the gallon what Giblets is paying. Giblets is paying $2.40.
Yeah, I want to see it get down to $2.25. I'd be happy it gets down that low.
Well, Giblets is also bringing in the taxes too. You see the taxes?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And up and state taxes too.
Yeah. State taxes kill us, man.
Giblets, you don't have to dox your entire location, but please let us know where you're joining us from, because I'd like to know where that $2.40 is. I'm sure it's in one of the states that I mentioned with that one graphic, but I'd like to know where it's at, to be honest with you. But oh my God, what are we?
We're not going to drive over there and siphon gas out of your.
No, we're not going to siphon gas. No.
Does anybody even know how to do that anymore?
It's dangerous. You got to get it right. You got to get it just right, because if you do,
you don't want to mouthful.
It's going to go into your mouth and it's going to be disgusting. Yeah, it's nasty. But but now here's the current situation going on. Okay. Right, with the Gavin Newsom administration. Now, I find this funny. I want to get this in here, kind of before we close, because I got a couple clips I want to play regarding the president and a few other clips. But the administration, Tom, is emphasizing transparency laws like SB X12, XBX 2-1, right? To prevent surprises, collaboration with industry, confidence, and imports, avoiding major shortages. While critics, including Republican lawmakers, blame regulations for pushing refineries out. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, the situation remains fluid, with potential for further policy tweaks or market adjustments. Now, for instance, Tom, I know you don't live in the state of Georgia, but I do. If you're in Georgia right now, like Mountain Park, which represents Stone Mountain, Georgia, okay?
Yep.
You're dodging this bullet. The national averages are holding low. That's what I'm just saying. That's great.
Yeah.
I mean, does anybody not understand that? I understand it. But the people in California, they adore this president. They think he's doing great. I think he's flooding his state. He really is. And look at that nice little picture of Gavin Newsom, right? He's answering the press, right? And you notice the sign on his podium? Holding big oil accountable. Oh, are you really, Gavin?
Oh.
If you were holding big oil liable, right, and accountable, why is your gas prices soaring at high numbers?
Smoke and mirrors, people. Smoke and mirrors.
Smoke, right?
Yeah.
Right? But what's that song from the what was it from the 70s? Smoke on the water, fire in the sky. That should be his theme song, by the way. I mean, literally.
He's such a scam. Or he's a flim flam man. You know, he's a scam artist. You know, the thing is how much big oil money is going in your pocket, Newsom? That's what I want to know. You know, they do this. They talk bad about things like the oil companies. They talk bad about them. They talk bad about the farm. Yeah, we're going to go after them pharmaceutical people. We're going to shut them down. But they're taking money from them under the table.
Now look at this, right?
Okay.
Look at the refinery closures. All right, I'm going to get this in, guys. I promise. I know I was going to. I'm going to plug a clip.
Do it.
Wait for this. All right, the people on TikTok are probably waiting for the clip and other platforms. So give me a minute. Right, Phillips 66. Right, Wilmington and Los Angeles complex. Is anybody? I don't know if anybody's joining me on any platform around that area of Los Angeles and Wilmington. All right, their Phillips 66 is showing 139,000 barrels per day. Now, this winding down started late around 2025. Tom, we're going to see a full closure by the end of quarter 4 in 2026.
And how many people are going to lose their jobs because that place is closing down? See, nobody look at that either. Nobody looks at that stuff. You know, it's like here in Washington, because of the raising of the taxes and all that, Bill Gates is talking about pulling Microsoft out of the state. Yeah. Boeing Aerospace is talking about pulling their operations out of the state. Can you imagine the hundreds of thousands of people put out of work because they're pulling out because they are not going to pay those high prices?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my friend over there on X, Benny Johnson, for putting this out. Here's what he had seen, and this is going to make sense, guys. Check this out.
Gas taxes are so bad in California that at the gas stations, they have these signs saying California has the highest gas taxes and fees in America.
We're agreeing.
Scan here to take action. And what it does is it brings you to a page to try and force the legislature to roll back the gas taxes. Isn't that amazing? There's your political activism in California. The oil companies saying, please, for the love of God, just lower the price of gas.
For the love of God, for the love of God, for the love of God, lower the prices. We're drowning here. We're drowning. We're drowning. Help us, help. Gavin, your people are begging you for your help. They even have signs in front of gasoline stations. I'm not making this up. This is not AI. This is from journalist Benny Johnson, literally on the streets there, showing you the proof.
Unbelievable.
Crazy.
Unbelievable.
Crazy. Yeah. Well, we have President Trump literally saying this, right? I mean, oh my God, check this out, guys.
Somali, it is them, but it's not just. There are many other places, many other people. The whole country, if we stop this fraud, this massive fraud, we're going to have a balanced budget. That's how much money you're talking. We'll have a balanced budget without all the growth I'm talking about. And then you add the growth, we got one hell of a country. We're given 90-day notice.
Yeah, one hell of a country.
I don't know. I'm sure I said it. I don't know if I said it on the last show we did or the show before that. But I mentioned real briefly, how much of our debt that this country owes, how much of it is due to the fraud. And I see his point. He's
whole
saying,
bunch of it.
He's saying if we do away with the fraud, we basically do away with our debt. I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, hey.
Oh man. I mean, we could go off on so many topics. I'm trying to stay focused.
I think we're all trying to stay focused. Like literally, I mean, how much more do we have to put up with these radical regimes in America with Gavin Newsom, with New York, with Minnesota?
Yeah.
I mean, how much more? Folks, how much more patience do you have in America? Literally.
Well, my biggest problem is, like I was saying about if we had an honest DOJ. If we had an honest DOJ, people would be in handcuffs. I mean, the DOJ and the FBI, if those organizations were pure and true to the Constitution like they should be, nonpartisan, they should not be one way or the other with a political party. They should be, you either follow the law or we're throwing you in jail. Those guys, I mean, if they were true to their calling and their oaths, of office in that, we'd have all these people, these regimes that are running wild, they'd all be pulled in and no slaps on the wrist. People be doing jail time.
Oh, yeah.
People doing jail time.
Sure they are. Now, this last clip I want to play before we depart, guys, is coming from Mike Johnson, okay? And he basically puts this into here. Republicans stop the Democrats from forcing the largest tax hike on Americans in U.S. history. It's true, folks. Then Republicans delivered more relief, right? Put this check mark off, folks. We permanently cut taxes, check. We ended taxes on tips and overtime, check. We cut taxes for our seniors and American workers, check. We cut tax. I said that, right? Oh, my God. We're winning so much. I'm losing track here. What else here? I promise. I'll get one more, and then I'll show you the clip. We unleashed America First economic growth that Americans are going to feel in this year of 2026. Check, 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 check. So much checks. I'm getting tired of the checks. Check this out, Tom. I know you're there, but check it out.
All right, go ahead.
Our working families tax cut, of course, prevented the largest tax hike in U.S. history. It would have been a crushing blow to the U.S. economy and every hardworking family. But we not only prevented that disaster, we also went forward. We made permanent the tax cuts of the first Trump administration, and then we went even further than that. We removed taxes on tips and overtime. We reduced the tax burden on seniors and so many different categories of American workers. Hundreds of pro-growth policies that were in the legislation that we passed last year, and everybody's going to be feeling that America First pro-growth policies result now. A reminder, you've heard it said here a few times, it cannot be forgotten that Democrats voted against every bit of this. There's no way they can take any credit for any of it because they're on record and that voting record can't be changed. They give lip service to this new term they've coined, affordability, but we were all talking about the prices that were too high and the cost of living for a long, long time. And everybody in this room knows that.
You're damn right they know that. At least I hope they know that. Do you know that, anybody?
Democrats, don't talk to me about affordability until you do something about all the fraud Oh, I'm so mad about that.
Tom, the Democrats voted against every single piece of it. Every little single piece of what they just passed. What I just said before, I plugged that clip with Mike Johnson, right?
Yeah.
No amount of election year lies and pretending to care about affordability can erase that horrible record.
No. But you know why they voted against it? Because when they pass, that's like I said, the Democrats will vote against anything and everything that dips into their pockets. And that's exactly what that is.
Yeah.
You talk about millionaires and almost billionaires, check out what the people in Congress are making. We need to audit them, people. We need to find out why they've made that much money, and people need to be hauled to jail. They're crooks. And this is what I don't understand. You liberals out there, they're not just stealing mine and Savage's money. They're stealing your money.
Yeah.
What the hell? I mean,
Yeah.
you're good with that? You're good with the taxes that are going to go up on your gasoline. You know, everybody in California should be calling or scanning that thing and coming up against those taxes.
Well, Tom, here is why. Here is why the Democrats oppose Doge. My Democrat friends out there that support the Democrat Party, would you like to understand why your party opposes Doge? Would you even care to understand? Hopefully, check this clip out.
They would, yeah.
We have boots on the ground in Minnesota, and through our fraud prevention, we have found that there is likely over $84 million in eligible assistance that was given to the state of Minnesota during the Biden administration, including almost $500,000 in improper assistance to over 500 dead tenants. And so you think about that, Tony. Over $84 million of hardworking taxpayer money that was shelled out during the Biden administration in improper assistance and serving over 500 dead people with almost $500,000 of assistance. This is a lack of stewardship. It's gross negligence. But I'm grateful at this time that our team on the ground has found these improper payments, and we will hold those accountable that are responsible for this.
How much more proof do you need, leftist America, folks that support this Democratic Party? How much more do you need to understand that this party does not represent you as Americans? You just heard right there, HUD just found that the former Biden administration sent Minnesota over $84 million in illegal assistance, including funds to over 500, and I have to use this for TikTok language, those that are joining me on other platforms, sorry, unalived tenants. This is why Democrats fought those. It was all about money laundering.
Yep.
Using our tax dollars to benefit and elect Democrats. That's all they cared about, Tom. They cared about to keep their base strong. It wasn't about delivering for, even working class Americans. It was about continuing the fraud in the operation chambers. How much more do we have to pour out for you people to fully understand that? How much more? How much more? And thank you very much that are joining us. I see you, Roxy Politics. Thanks for the like and love here. I appreciate it. Thanks for supporting me and Tom today on the show. I mean, literally, the folks see it on TikTok. I mean, I'm battling through some, not just me. I don't want to take all the credit. Me and Tom are battling through like literally leftist landmines right now on TikTok. I mean, we're getting restriction after restriction. How many restrictions have we had so far? Broadcasting now for like over an hour? At least 5 or 6.
Yeah.
5 or 6. Folks on X, this is how much they hate us on the right. This is how much they hate us.
Yeah. Yeah. They hate the truth. The truth. Just open your first thing, I mean, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Don't you people see what's going on? Come on. on. I give you as much credit as possible that you're smarter than what the media and everybody's saying you are. I can't believe you believe all the stuff that's being thrown at you. I can't believe it. You're at the point now that if they said, "Ooh, eat this bowl of shit," it's good for you. You guys,
good. A lot of fiber, Tom. A lot of fiber.
You guys would be gobbling that stuff up.
A lot of fiber.
On.
A lot of fiber. There's a lot of fiber and shit today, folks. Just eat it up. Put it in your cereal bowl and eat it. A lot of fiber.
You know,
a lot of fiber.
I'm an old guy.
A lot of fiber.
I remember when I was younger. I mean, yeah, we had the left and we had the right, but we also had the people in the middle called centralists.
Yeah.
They followed, they liked some of the stuff that the Democrats did. They liked some of the stuff the Republicans did, and they were called centralists. That's when we voted on, that's when we voted on policies and this and that and this and that. And back then, and honestly, back then we had a media that was more central. I mean, it was like it'll report everything from both sides. No spin, just give you the news. You decide. You decide.
Yeah. Now, I one more, guys. I promise, and we're closing this out. We're losing time here because I gotta make time for like a short little Savage 10, and then I'm closing up shop for the day. So check this out. Benny Johnson. I give Benny Johnson credit. He is a tremendous journalist. He goes right into the dirt when it comes to this stuff. Now he is talking with Sarah Huckabee Sanders here on the issue regarding Gavin Newsom and some of the fraud coming out of the state of California. Check this out.
Yeah, so you talk about Doge. Would your Doge have your Arkansas Forward? Would they have found a bunch of fake Somali daycares, or would your government have given them billions of dollars?
I mean, Arkansas's entire state budget is less than Minnesota and California have wasted on fraud in the last year. And so it is unbelievable what's happening in some of these blue states and the way that they've wasted money, and that nobody seems to have known about it until independent journalists, as you mentioned, have gone out and not only found it, but highlighted it for the rest of the country to see. I know you're headed to California later this week, and I think what you will find is going to truly shock the country, the amount of waste. I think there are already estimates of something about $70 billion that are just lost, unaccounted for. I mean, our entire state budget is $6 billion. And so the fact that they've lost 70, I wish they had lost it in Arkansas though. But $18 billion to build a new train system, and yet they have nothing to show for it. They paid $18 billion to think about something. And so I hope that you will be able to really expose and highlight the level of fraud that's taking place in that state, and wake up a lot of the people that have wasted so many tax dollars and so many federal tax dollars that have gone there that simply are unaccounted for.
Yeah, simply unaccounted for. They wasted money on a little train station when they could have invested a little bit more responsible. Literally. I mean, come on.
Where's that? See, and I always go, where's that money going? I go right into the pockets of those politicians.
$18 billion, Tom. They wasted $18 billion on a train and a station?
They could have taken care of their homeless situations in California and had money left over if they applied that money like they're supposed to.
They could have.
Yeah, I'm serious. It would take. I think I read a thing. World hunger could be taken care of with $6 billion. They could take care of world hunger. I mean, come on.
It's unbelievable. Folks, we're gonna close it out. I thank you for joining us here on Savaged Unfiltered. This is the flagship program mainly for the show and the podcast. If you like what you hear, guys, please hit us with some love, a follow, maybe some likes, comment on our podcast platforms, on Spotify, iHeart, Apple Music, anywhere you hear a podcast. We're all over the radar map, including Tom here from his show, The Old Man's Podcast, exclusively available on Podbean, but as well as other platforms, including Spotify and countless others. So I appreciate you guys sticking around. Those that are on TikTok, stick around, guys, because I'm gonna talk about sheeple in this nation. Okay, and those that are listening to us right now as we close out, check out that episode, as that episode will air this Friday. It's going to be a short little episode, maybe 5-6 minutes, if that. I just want to touch on, the problem that we are seeing. It's going to be somewhat relevant of what we discussed here today, just a little bit, okay, of some of the people that are not understanding fraud, not understanding principle, policies, and such like that, guys. Thanks very much. I am Savaged, also known as Michael Gardner. Appreciate the hell out of you guys. Tom waving as we kind of close up here. But stick around, guys, on TikTok. You're not gonna wanna miss this. Again, guys, keep it savaged, not average. Till next time, guys.
This had been a Truth Productions media episode. Thank you for listening.